What's up, guys? Hey, Jared Beckstrand here, physical therapist, toneandtitan.com. Today, I'm coming at you with 6 of my favorite core exercises that you can do with dumbbells to take your ab game to a whole new level. They're coming at you right now. So the most common problem that I see when it comes to core workouts is just too many reps. Think about it. We'll take sit-ups and crunches, for example, because that's what everyone thinks of when they think of abs and when they think of core workouts is sit-ups and crunches. When was the last time you did like 3 sets of 30 crunches? I mean, let's say that's not uncommon. People will do up to, 20, 30, 40, even like 50 reps of crunches per set. Okay, so now let's contrast that with like squats or curls or a bench press or something where you're using some weight. When was the last time that you did 3 sets of 30 squats? I'm betting it probably wasn't in the recent future. You get up to kind of 12 to 15 reps and you say, oh, I'm getting stronger. It's time to throw more weight on there. It's time to add more resistance to continue to challenge myself and to continue to progress myself. Now, apply that principle to core workouts and ab training. If you're getting up into that 3 sets of 30 reps range, it's time to change things up. It's time to do things a little bit differently. Adding dumbbells to your workouts is a great way to do that. That's why today I wanted to show you 6 of my favorite core exercises that are going to take your ab workouts to that next level. What I want you to do is select a weight that you can do, about 10 to 12 reps. If you're doing more than that, you need a heavier weight. If you can't quite get that 10 to 12 rep range, take it down a level, select a little bit lighter weight. But anyway, let's jump into this workout. Let's do it right now. So our first exercise is going to be a dying bug. What you're going to do is take your dumbbells in your hands, put those right above your shoulders, your hips come to a 90-degree bend with your knees right above your hips, and then also a 90-degree bend in your knees. Then you can see what we're going to do is alternate extending one leg down straight while the opposite arm comes up and over your head with the dumbbell. So here I go with my right leg, left arm up and over, and then left leg, right arm up and over that way. Now the key here is that I want you to try to suck in your stomach as much as you can. Try to suck your belly button back into your spine. That activates this deepest layer of your abdominal muscles. The other key here is that I want you to keep your back nice and flat. It's going to want to arch up off of the floor. I want you to hold it down as best you can. Engage those abs, hold your back flat, keep your stomach sucked in while you're going through this reciprocating arm motion. What we'll do here is we'll count 10 reps each side, or 20 reps total is your first exercise, the dying bug. If you're following along with this workout, that's your last rep right there. There's 10 on each side. Let's get into our next exercise. Is going to be a double leg raise with a dumbbell jack. You're going to lay on your back with your dumbbells up and over your head. Now what I want you to do is bring your dumbbells down to your sides. While you do that, you're going to lift those legs up off of the ground. When your dumbbells get kind of behind your hamstrings, you also want to raise your shoulders up off of the ground. What we're doing here is we're engaging a ton of upper abs as we're going through that upper body motion with the dumbbells, but then we're kicking on a ton of lower abs as well as we're adding that straight leg raise in. You're going to shoot for 10 reps on this one. The focus here is that I also want you to keep your stomach sucked in tight and try to keep your back as flat as you can, especially when you're in that fully extended position with the dumbbells up and over your head. Looks good, you guys. We're going to finish up strong. Last rep, and there is number 10. Very well done. Next, we're going to be doing some accordion crunches with a military press. And so we're up in a seated position for this one. You'll see that as my knees are bent up to my chest, my feet are actually off the ground. Feet never contact the ground. As your legs extend out straight, you're going to do a military press at your shoulders. And so this one is all about balance. We're working the core a ton here as your core works hard to maintain your balance. Each time your legs extend out straight and your arms go up and over your head, that counts as 1 rep. We're going to shoot for 10 reps total on this one, and that's it right there. Let's move on to our next exercise. Some alternating dumbbell heel touches. You'll see that I'm on my back with my knees bent. Dumbbells are at my sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate pushing one dumbbell down to my heel and then pulling it back, and then pushing the other dumbbell down to my heel and pulling it back. So you'll see here's right down to my heel and pull back, left down to my heel and pull back. We're going to go for 10 touches on each side. Great way to engage a ton of upper abs with this, as it has to keep your shoulders up off of the ground, but then we're also working those obliques as well as we're working on that resisted side bend motion. Again, 10 touches to each side. And then let's get into our next one. It's going to be actually a pike crunch with dumbbells. You'll see that one of the dumbbells is actually between my feet. The other dumbbell is in my hands. You're going to keep your legs at about a 45-degree angle, kind of shoot for a less than 90-degree angle from the floor, and then you're going to raise that other dumbbell up towards your feet. The goal here is lower abs as you raise your legs up, upper abs as you lift your shoulders up off of the floor. 10 touches or 10 reps there, and then we're going to finish up with one more exercise. We're going to do some side plank hip dips, but we're going to add those dumbbells to it. So you'll see here I'm on my left elbow and on the outside of my left foot. The dumbbell's right on my right hip. You're going to let that left hip drop down towards the floor, and then use those left obliques and that left hip to kind of pull that dumbbell up as high as you can towards the ceiling. You're really going to feel that. Again, we're shooting for those left lateral oblique muscles with this one. And then we'll switch right over and we'll do the same thing on the right side. So now I'm on my right elbow and on the outside of my right foot. Dumbbell comes to my left hip, left hand holds it in place while I drop that hip 10 times towards the ground, and then I'm also going to raise it 10 times as high as I can up towards the ceiling. That concludes your first set. You're going to complete these 6 exercises 2 more times, 3 sets of 10 reps each exercise total. Alright, so there you have them, 6 of my favorite ab exercises that you can do with weights that are going to take your ab game to a whole new level. Hey, I hope you guys incorporate some of these into your training. Again, if you're doing too many reps, if you're not using enough resistance, you're just never going to see the results that you're after. Free weights, dumbbells, cables, bands, whatever type of resistance that you can add, that's the key to continuing to progress, to continuing to take those things to that next level. I hope you guys incorporate some of those ideas into your regular training. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, do me a big favor, leave me a big thumbs up down there. Thank you so much for those in advance. Also, it's a great chance to subscribe to Tone and Tighten if you haven't done so already. I try to share a lot of workouts, tips, recipes, advice, just anything that I can do to help you to achieve your fitness goals. That's what I'm all about. So I hope you take the chance to subscribe to this channel. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for future videos, be sure to leave those down below as well, and I'll get to those just as soon as I can. So until next time, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here again on Tone and Tighten.